feeling it's different being in here, or the game started, it got going?
As a head coach, it feels different to be everywhere. You know, it's a learning experience. It's a lot different, obviously, from being an assistant. So, yeah, it was totally different. And you know, I was here last year, but it was during the COVID, and there was like 1,000 people in here. So it's different when you have all these people in here and you're going against the Mountaineers.
Darris, I was kind of wondering this, and you might be the perfect guy to ask, but as a player, the pregame ceremonies, the running out on the carpet, the musket going off and all that, I mean, that's great for players.
Right.
When you're the opposing coach and the lights are off and the musket's going off, and what is it like trying to instruct your players during that time? I mean, one of my assistants, James Heron, was a manager here, so he had the scout, and the big thing we told him is you got to be prepared for the musket, because I remember when I was a player, you know, we was playing some of the teams, and you know, you would see them at the end of the game going to the handshake line, hitting the ground, and you know, I didn't want that to start our guys, so we let them know ahead of time that you know, the Mountaineer was going to shoot the musket off, and I saw the Mountaineer standing over there, and I asked him, I said, "Can you scoot over a little bit?" But he couldn't scoot over, but yeah, we definitely talked about that, and you know, that's the biggest thing that you have to prepare for pregame. Yeah.
So what do you think on your team, giving you the scout from the other side?
Yeah, I mean, when you play against one of Hugs' team, you already know what you have to prepare for before you even look at them. You gotta be ready to be physical on the defensive glass. You gotta be prepared to take care of the ball. And when we found out McNeil wasn't playing, we knew that Taz was definitely gonna step it up, and that's what he did. He made tough shots, and I think with their team, you know, they have a lot of guys that can drive you and space you out, and that's what we were trying to prepare for, trying to limit their opportunities and getting in the paint. But they did a really good job of getting to the paint.
How'd you guys react to it?
Not very well. Not very well. We did and we've been plagued by turnovers throughout the year, and our challenge is now is to just get different types of turnovers, and the turnovers that lead to what we call as touchdowns are the ones that kill us. And you know, I think we had too many of those today.
Darris, it seemed like you guys thought that you could dribble and score on them, and then maybe be physical with them on the glass. Something that you just pick up, or is that something? I mean, about West Virginia, or is that something you guys intend to do every game?
You know, that's kind of how we play. We you know, watching film, and I watched some film from last year against West Virginia, played Texas, and early on they struggled with kind of the step up ball sweep, so we wanted to start doing that early in the game, and you know, they kind of figured it out, and you know, then we started running some 5-out open post stuff, and I mean, we just knew they was going to be a great defensive team, and the biggest focus for us was getting over the press rate, taking care of the ball when we get over half court.
Darris, when you spoke to the team, what did you tell them?
Which team? I spoke to both teams.
We spoke to both teams.
Yeah.
Not together, though, huh?
No.
I went into the other locker, into the West Virginia locker.
I just told them, I said, look, I don't know what Hugs will come here and say. I said, he's probably disappointed. I said, I know him. I said, but you know what? The thing I learned about playing for Hugs, if you listen to the tone instead of listen to the message, you have no chance. And I said, this is a dude that helped me get to where I am, changed my life. I said, so whatever he's telling you is the truth. But the only way you're ever gonna get better is if you can accept the truth. And you know, I don't know. I think they appreciated me coming in there, and I just felt that, you know, they might need to hear from somebody else that went through it.
Darris, Taz Sherman was saying that he got a chance to talk to you for a few minutes, I guess at some function in the off season or something like that. Could you kind of, you know, give us, you know, from the opposing coach point of view, scouting at him, looking at him, you know, get to know him a little bit like you have. What does West Virginia have in Taz?
I mean, seeing him last year when I was in Florida to this year, I think he spent the summer really working on his overall game. I think I think last year he was more catch and shoot. Now he's putting it on the floor a little more, and the biggest thing with him is you just gotta stay disciplined when you guard him because he's really good with shot fakes, pre-bounce and post-bounce. And that was a key going in, and for us, when we found out McNeil wasn't playing, we said, we have to guard him with the other guys. You know, sometimes, you know, I'll just put guys in there that aren't shot makers, so I didn't think we did a good job of helping off of those guys enough. But, you know, back to Taz, he's gotten so much better in a year. And you can tell he's a gym rat, you can tell he works because his game is definitely improved from a year ago.
Darris, there was applause when you were, you know, announced. There was a highlight video.
I didn't
Probably,
see it.
yeah. I was wondering, did you appreciate it? Did you see the video at all?
I
or?
had no idea. You know, the Jumbotron is so big now, you gotta do it like this. Like when I played, there was a light bright up there. So I didn't look at it. If one of y'all feel like sending it to me, I'll take a look at it. But I heard the applause, but I didn't know there was a video. So I'll definitely check that out.
Any other questions?
What did Polycab do for them?
He's another physical body, and you know, when you scout them, they have a lot of bigs that are very similar, and I think they're so physical, they just wear you down. You know, one goes out of the game, another one comes in, and it's like, you know, they're all very similar. So I think what he provides for them is just, you know, that extra physicality off the bench.
Are his schemes any different than it was when your senior year? I mean, can you chart back and recognize the same stuff, or has he changed a lot?
He's changed some things. I can tell, you know, some of the sets. I know where they're trying to get the ball. I mean, obviously he's added some different stuff, but you know, for the majority of the part, you know what you got to prepare for. It's the same thing. You know, you got to be able to get easy catches, physical on the glass. But he's changed some things around.
Thank you, Darris.
I appreciate you guys.